Hello. So there was supposed to be another video before this one, but like a nub, I accidentally deleted the entire recording. Yay me! So there's going to be a bit of a jump. Basically what happened was I shooed away a couple of wolverines, the snow all melted, I discovered I hadn't brought an axe, so I didn't have anyone to chop any wood, I built a trade depot, I built a stockpile so they moved everything off the wagon, I lost all my milk somehow, and then I deconstructed the wagon and turned it into beds. So I have no milk, I have no axe, I have no wood, because it's all in beds now, and everything else is inside and carrying on as normal. That's you all caught up. Hopefully you'll enjoy what should have been the third video, is now going to be the second. Anyway, carry on. Hello again, welcome back to Pretty Tree Simulator 26, no, to Dwarf Fortress, where we are going to hopefully expand things out a little this time and get a little more done. So we've got some beds, we've got a fortress that needs expanding a little, the storerooms are going to be built a bit bigger. They are just constructing a workshop, and when that workshop is done I'm immediately going to set someone on the task of building doors, building tables, building chairs, and building... What else? No, that's probably it. So we're gonna need a lot of doors. We're gonna need... Well, we'll need some tables and chairs later, but for now we only need one because we need the trader to have something. I also want to build... if I can get my keys working properly, we need to build a crafts dwarf workshop. There you are. So these are going... Where they're going now is going to be the meeting hall eventually, so they're not going to stay there permanently. I'm just going to get those built so that they actually have something to do. I wish they'd move those barrels inside. I really do, but whatever, if that's how they're going to be. The river still hasn't unfrozen. I might have to live with the fact that I have no water. Or at least not for now. I'm going to have to dig down then. If I dig down far enough, I'll find the first cavern layer. And, oh, no, look, oh, it's melting. Oh, the river's melting. Oh, awesome. So, that is actually starting to flow again. And it's raining, not snowing. Hooray! There is actually water here. So, I should probably get some of that water into a little pit. Because I'm going to need some of that. So I'm going to have to dig a sort of temporary... Not a well. I need to put that water somewhere. Because that will freeze over again very quickly. And it helps to just have a little location. So I'm going to need to dig a well. Oh, that's going to take me a minute. I hate digging wells. They're a pain in the backside. Give me a minute while I arrange where my well is going to go. Okay, I've plotted out a little thing next to the entrance where the well is going to go. I think a well in the courtyard is probably not the worst idea. There are a couple of things you've got to watch out for when you're building wells. Dwarves have a habit of falling into them, so you don't really want to build them in an area where there's a lot of activity, such as right next to a trading post. But I think out of the way, sort of back there, it will be okay, and it means that if they need to get water for the animals or whatever, it'll be an easy reach. So your well needs to have space on all sides of it, so it needs to be a 3x3 block, at least a 3x3 block with the center space as a whole where you build the actual well, because it needs to have space all around the edge of it. And then the little layer down there that I've etched out is going to be where the water goes, and then there's a little sort of side bit around the back there. I don't know if you can see how it's going to connect, but there's a little ramp at the back, which is the sort of emergency way out. The bit in the middle is literally just going to be a hole. But if a dwarf does fall in, they need a way out, so there's a little ramp at the back there that they're going to be able to use to get out if they do fall in. Hopefully they won't fall in. Normally I'd make a well somewhere that I could fill with a lever, somewhere that I could fill automatically. In the summer like this, they'll be able to get water from the river, or water from the little pond that's down there. But in the rest of the time they're going to need some water of their own, so I'm going to have them fill that themselves. They're going to have to... Oh, but they're going to need buckets to do that. This is the thing, I need a bucket to make a well, and they're going to need buckets to fill that thing full of water, and I don't have any buckets. Nor do I have any way to make buckets just yet. I need some wood to make buckets. You can't make buckets out of rock, sadly. So I need some wood, or I need some metal, and in order to smelt metal I would also need wood, so I'm a little screwed on both those counts. But I'll figure it out. It's there, it's ready. I've expanded out the stockpiles now, so they're a bit bigger, and the doors have started moving extra things in there. I've got the chair and the table made, and some doors. I've started putting the doors down. I've also given my expedition leader the stone crafting labour, so he'll go and start making some rock mugs and rock toys and rock instruments and various other things. I'm going to connect those two together and connect them to that central staircase, and I'm going to start expanding things out now. One little note on building fortresses: if you do want to build an efficient fortress, a lot of people build their fortresses in layers, like I build a kitchen layer, and I build a farm layer, I build a craft layer, or whatever. And I kind of do that, but the thing you have to remember is that for a dwarf, if he has to go 10 steps down a corridor, that's 10 steps he has to take. But he can go 10 steps downstairs, and that takes him the same amount of time. So if you're arranging your fortress and you want your dwarf to go down a corridor that's 10 tiles long, it's actually faster for him to go down like 5 stairs instead of a long 10 steps of corridor. So it's actually quite useful to. You have to remember your fortress is a 3D object, not just lots of little 2D bits. So going up and down and having a fortress that spans lots and lots of up and down levels is actually a really, really good way to build things, because they spend so much less time just going up and down if they only have to go like up or down a couple of levels than if they have to go 10 or 20 tiles across a corridor across the other end of the map. That takes them forever, whereas they can go up and down stairs pretty quickly. So I'm just going to build a whole bunch of stairs. I'm going to show a little trick for building stairs. Nope, if I actually get the right thing. So I'm going to build up downstairs. This is where I'm currently building stairs, just down here. I'm just going to dig down here. So one thing you can do is you can actually not just move the cursor around while you're designating, you can actually move it up and down levels, and it will designate across levels. So if I say I want to go down this, so I arrange my cursor there, because I'm going to go down there, I'm going to go down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 levels and designate. And so now I've got 10 levels of stairs all in one command. Much quicker, much easier. The Crafts Dwarf Workshop is made. I'm going to finally make some rock stuff, rock crafts, rock mug, why not? Bookcase, toys, make some figurines, amulets. Yeah, let's get in on this. No, rock earring, really? Earring made out of chalk. This would all be chalk. Make a bracelet, and put all that on repeat. And then that is pretty much all that guy is going to do for the next 10 minutes, is put all that together. It's a shame you can't make buckets. It's a real shame. Note that there's currently no way for them to get to these storerooms without going out and around the top. It will change that. That's what the central staircase is for. You will see the magic of my plan, hopefully, eventually, assuming it doesn't all crash and burn. But we'll get to that. Oh, some migrants have arrived. Oh, that's convenient. Okay, we've just finished sort of planning out the sort of beginning layout. So let me show you what I've done. So let's start here. So this is where, as I say, where these crafts people are at the minute. That's where the mating hall is going to be, and that's going to expand out around the staircase. That's kind of the main dining hall. So I've built a little bit as a staircase on the side. This is going to be where the alcohol is stored. This is going to be where the food is stored, right below. So again, it's kind of up and down instead of across long corridors. On the other side, some stairs go up to a little couple of chambers. The bottom one is going to be where I'm going to put kitchens and stuff, and then up top is where I'm going to put a storeroom for like seeds and so on, because the next layer up here, this is going to be where the farming layer is. Now there's no soil around here, it's all rock that I can see. I mean, there is some soil to the south over here, but I'm not putting my farms all the way down here. And most of this is made of rock, which means I'm going to have to irrigate if I want to grow anything, which is going to be a big world of fun. So if you're wondering why there's a little sort of weird looking bit in the center there off the corridor that sort of kind of goes thin and goes to a one tile, that's the airlock. That's where the door's going to go. It's going to stop the water from flooding the fortress, hopefully, if I remember to close it. I'll have to do that at some point, but I'll get to that in a minute. So I've built the staircase down loads, and on this level here I've put a little branch off of it to some rooms. This is going to be a sort of where all the crafting rooms are going to go, And on the left there, I've started building some of the rooms, and then I've just put some space for some unconnected bits, which I'll when I've got more crafting rooms, I'll add on to those. Above those is going to be a storeroom. So the reason for this central staircase that sort of goes all the way through and up to this main store up here is the idea is that that is where stuff gets stored finally, and each little craft shop wants to be efficient, so it's going to have a pile nearby where it can take what it needs to make things, and then it's going to make stuff in the room, and then it's going to have a stockpile right next to it where it's going to put its stuff. So put the rock mugs and the rock toys and the little figurines and whatever else I might be making. So the guys in the guys in the shops making things aren't going to have to move very far, and then the big stockpile up here will be set to take things from those little stockpiles, so that a bunch of guys will then be running around doing the actual hauling, and it won't be the craftspeople doing the hauling, which should hopefully speed up production a little bit. I'm currently planning to do like the mason shop and the craft dwarf shop there. They don't actually need a stockpile to draw from because they just need rock. So I've put this stockpile up above. It's going to be where the crafts dwarf puts his output, and down below here is another set of stockpiles. There's going to be where all the furniture from the mason shop goes, and believe me when I say these need to be big. They tend to be the biggest stockpiles in your fortress, so I've left plenty of room for expansion there because those are going to need to get big. That's about all I've done at the moment. I say I've got that going down. I'm going to let the dwarves dig that out. The first thing I'm going to have to do is deal with all these migrants. Where are they? There he is, that little sort of flashing X and face off to the side over here. This is my first migrant. They're going to turn up one by one. I'm going to have to make sure they're useful. I don't have my migrant welcoming device yet, so I'm just going to have to accept them all in, but it's okay, they'll probably all be useful. He's a fisher, so he'll get some food coming in, that's fine. But you always get like 20 fisher dwarves for some reason. Like, I don't even know why so many dwarves take up fishing, but whatever. So there we go, he's off. Oh, I haven't designated a meeting hall yet, so they're all gonna move around. I'm just gonna have to set this up temporarily for now, and I'll do it properly in a minute. So let me build. I'm just gonna put it in the dormitory for now. It'll have to do. So there's a table, there's a chair. Someone will come along and fix those up hopefully shortly. The second dwarf I got was a farmer. Okay, a farmer. What kind of farming? Tanning, milling, and brewing. Well, I've already got a pretty good brewer. Is he any good at brewing? That's the question. So if I have a look at his stats, you see he's a competent hammer dwarf. He's a competent poet, and in fact has novice brewing. So no, he's rubbish. Don't want him to be doing the alcohol. Then I want the other one to be doing the alcohol. So I'm going to turn his brewing off, and he's just going to be general farmer. He can join in with the cheese making, perhaps, and the milking. Yeah, he's not going to be terribly useful, but you need dwarves that can run around and do all the hauling anyway. So he'll be on that duty. Let's see who comes in next. They normally come in a bit quicker than this. Oh, the dog. He's got a pet dog. Wonderful. What else we got? What else? Is that literally it? 2 dwarves and a dog. Those were my migrants. All right. It looks like that was it. So I'm going to carry on. I'm going to let the dwarves dig all this out, and then hopefully I'm going to start irrigating the farms because I need to get farming done. Otherwise, I'm going to run out of food fairly quickly. How am I doing on food? In fact, let me just have a look in the stocks in the kitchen. I've got 10 plump helmets remaining. I've got meat. I need to cook all this before it goes off. Drinks. Okay. I mean, this is another thing I'm supposed to do kind of from the off, which I seem to have neglected to do, is to cook all the meat you brought at the start before it goes off. All the meat and all the cheese you make and everything, you cook it into meals, which make everyone much happier and free up loads of barrels. So I'm going to stick that there for now. Again, that's only temporary. Alright, I've got my kitchen. I'm just going to put lavish meal on repeat. That will use up all of the sort of spare components, spare bits of food I have hanging around. But that's probably good because it's probably all going to go off soon. I really should have done that sooner. But that will at least get moving. So I'll have something to eat. And I think they've still got a fair amount of alcohol, so I'm probably okay on that front until the traders arrive. And then hopefully I'll be able to get some more off of them because I'm making all these crafts now. Fingers crossed anyway. Oh dear. Oh, okay, the river's freezing over again. That's not good. I haven't managed to get my farms irrigated. Nor did I get my well filled. Oh, I need some of that water. That is unfortunate. I don't know there's a lot I can do about that. I might just have to live with it and try and buy as much food as I possibly can off of the traders. Yeah, maybe I should have gotten on that a bit quicker rather than digging out all of this massive fortress. Still, they're digging it away, they're doing fairly well. I've pastured up the yaks and the horses so that they should be able to have something to eat, at least until it gets a little snowy. Oh yeah, it's completely frozen. Well, at least that means the temperature's dropping, that means the traders will be along soon. So I've been producing crafts like nobody's business, so hopefully... Oh, I need a manager's office. Yeah, that's the next thing I need to do. I need to make sure I have a manager's office. Oh look, the leaves are falling. Must be autumn. Yeah, the trees are all turning red and all the leaves are falling on the floor. Oh, the caravan's here. Oh, okay, awesome. So, oh wow, they arrived on top of the mountain. That's a weird place. I was expecting them to come from the south. Anyway, I've made my manager a little room, so I'm just going to go ahead and make that into a study, which is okay. I'm going to assign it to him. So he now has a room, he can do his business. I better make him the broker as well, because that is what he is for. Bookkeeper, probably for now, yeah. I mean, he'll fill those roles for the moment. Figurines, 10 minutes, yeah. Toys as well, yep, let's take all the toys. I'll keep the pots, thank you. Oh, see, there's all my milk. What? So I do have all my milk. What? Alright, fine, whatever, I'll have to deal with that in a minute. Have I got, let me see if I can find this milk. Is it in here? Is it in one of these? Yeah, milk. Right, I'm confused. Anyway, I've actually got space for the kitchens and for everything now, so I can start building a workshop. Yes, I am your liaison from the Mountains. Let's discover. Well, my situation is not great, I'll be honest with you. I need an axe, I need some wood, I need some water, but I doubt you can help with that. So food, okay, the world is the same as ever. I'm glad. Thank you for telling me that. What requests do you have of our merchants? Well, we are definitely going to need some wood. So let's pull these up to mid priority because tower cap. Yeah, those are quite cheap ones normally. So it's a shame I can't see what they've got currently before I ask. Whatever. What do they want from me? They want maces. They want shields, cloth, bracelets. They really want bracelets. That's good. I've been making bracelets, bracelets and earrings, and cheese. They really, really fucking want some cheese. Okay, well, sure. I mean, I like cheese, but if you want it that much, how can I say no? Trader requested. Is that him just rocking up? No. Yes, it was. Trade. Right, what we got? What we got? I do not have much in the way of stuff to trade, so I'm just going to put that all on sale. I might need to find some more from somewhere, but right now I need to find... There's some wood. There's peach wood, coffee wood, fungi wood, lime wood, persimmon. More wood. Is that it? Cedar, acacia. That normally says wood. Anyway, that's probably it then. And I need an axe. I don't need a toy axe, I need a real axe. Please tell me, please tell me you've brought an axe. Iron battle axe, that is very expensive. Do you have anything cheaper? Silver battle axe, that is actually cheaper because it is lower quality. Alright, I think I can afford that axe. The trader is still making a profit. Yet I'm still a little ahead. So I could probably pick up, I wanted a couple of buckets, so let's get a couple of cheap buckets. I have a lot of alcohol, but more alcohol is always good, so let's grab as much alcohol. It's fine, I will need some cloth, but I don't need cloth right now. Here's all the food. Let's go get all the cheap food, because this will all come in barrels. Okay, the trader's still making over 100. What are they? Dwarf bucks. 100 dwarf bucks of profit. So he'll probably accept that. That's probably okay. I think I've got everything I needed to get. I mean, I could use a lot more, but I think that's all I can afford right now. I'm a bit sad I only made a few crafts. I was hoping I'd make a few more, but I think that will have to do for now. Let's see. Trade. Will you trade? Yes. Awesome. Okay. So I have an axe. I have some wood, and I have some other things which are hopefully going to be useful. So thank you, everyone. The goods can now. Oh, there was more stuff. Oh, they just haven't brought it all. Oh well. Let's let them do that then. Maybe I can trade some more in a minute. Right now, that guy with the wood crafting, go chop down a tree. He's going to do that. Hopefully that'll give me some wood. Well, of course it'll give me some wood. It's a tree. Okay, so now I just need to start placing my buildings. I've got everything sort of dug out. I've got all the starting stuff set up. I just need to place it, and then I need to get irrigating. Well, I can't irrigate this farm, but the advantage of that river being frozen means that I can dig up to it, and I won't get drowned trying to create an irrigation system. I can safely dig up to it. I can create my irrigation system while the river's frozen, and when it melts again next summer, I'll get access to the water, and hopefully everything will be set up by then, and I won't have to worry too much. So I'm gonna call this one here. I think I've been playing for long enough now. I'm gonna have to, as I say, next one I'll start putting down all the buildings. I'll start building my irrigation system, and hopefully I'll start getting everything a little more sorted. So yeah, hope you enjoyed that. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.